Marriage in Islam is viewed as a religious obligation, a contract between the couple and Allah. Our research group will attempt to show you a few of the highlights and interesting facts mingled with some scandal within Pakistan and its marriages.
Wedding traditions in Pakistan vary between culture and tribes. Islam sanctions no official clergy, so any devout Muslim may officiate. The marriage contract holds a mihr, a declaration of the financial sum given by the groom. The mihr has two parts. One is due before consummation. The second is a deferred sum given to the bride through her life. Couples in Pakistan today use the wedding band as the mihr first part during the ceremony. The deferred amount can be any size, is solely the bride's, and is considered to be her security and promise of freedom within the marriage. The signing of the contract is the nikah ceremony, where the groom proposes to the bride before witnesses and states the mihr details. The couple repeat Gabul, meaning I accept in Arabic 3 times. Then the couple and the 2 male witnesses sign the contract, making the marriage legal. The couple gives vows after the nikah, including the oration of the Quran's first chapter and durids, which are blessings. Most Muslims in Pakistan do not recite vows, instead listen to the officiant speak on the meaning of marriage, their responsibilities to each other and to Allah. These are the rituals of the Pakistan Muslim wedding ceremony.
As a country created for the people of the Islamic religion, it is only natural that the wedding customs and traditions reflect the Muslim people, including their dietary restrictions and preferences. This being the case, alcohol is rarely, if ever, served at a Pakistani wedding. As a family-centric region that prides themselves on both hospitality and generosity, the food presented to guests at a wedding can easily make or break the celebrations. Pakistani food tends to be vibrant, rich, and heavy. The wedding main menu will generally consist of meat, lentils, or rice, such as kebabs, which are chunks of meat roasted on a skewer, and kachori, which is a deep-fried bread stuffed with spiced lentils, potatoes, or beans. Wedding desserts are also quite decadent. Take the gulab jumas, which are basically deep-fried bread, sugar, and syrup. Think donut hole on steroids. I think it's safe to say that the guests attending a Pakistani wedding may come to celebrate the couple, but they definitely stay for the food.
Free will or love marriages, also known as court marriages, was just recently legalized in Pakistan in 2003. Before this, arranged marriages were the only way. Many marriages are still arranged because it is tradition, and they are taught that it is not right to question their elders who know best. Most arrangements are done by the parents, and many times they match their child up to someone who is family. There are a lot of factors that go into an arranged marriage. Because so much thought is put into the matchmaking of the arranged marriage, many last longer than love marriages, where the passion is eventually lost. Some of the factors that play a role in the matchmaking are their reputation, their profession, their wealth, their appearance, their values, their religion, even horoscope, and medical history. Many times, when parents make arrangements without their child's consent, these cases end in honor killings. According to the New York Daily News, there has been a lot of violence in the metropolitan area against thousands of young women who are forced to go back to Pakistan for an arranged marriage. This violence is usually always hushed as a family matter. About 80% of the community there has this problem.
Plural marriage is allowed in Pakistan because it's permitted in Islam. A woman can only remarry if she's divorced or has been proven a widow, but a man can have more than one wife if he wants. Pakistan is a little bit more strict these days on who they allow to have more than one wife. If a man wants another wife, then he has to fill out a petition and get it approved by a council. In order for it to be approved, he has to provide proof that the second or third marriage is necessary. Let's say, for example, his wife is barren or has high-risk pregnancies and he wants a big family. He also needs a written and signed letter from his current wife or wives consenting to the marriage. He may remarry without this court approval, but then he's subject to fines.
It is estimated that in Pakistan, 21% of girls are married before the age of 18. Child marriage in Pakistan is connected with tradition, culture, and customary practices. It sometimes involves the transfer of money, settlement of debts, or exchange of daughters. Children who are bearing children are at a great health risk. Young girls have soft bones that are not up to the challenge of carrying a child. This, along with other complications, often causes STDs, permanent health issues, and even early death. While there have been suggestions to multiple changes made in the Marriage Act in Pakistan, it currently stands that the minimum legal age of marriage in Pakistan under law remains 16 years old. Girls can be eligible for marriage after the age of 9 years if they attain puberty, and the same is usually for boys that are 12 years old. Pakistan is currently working on Sustainable Development Goals. One of these goals is to end child marriages by the year 2030. Between 1991 and 2007, marriages of children under the age of 14 has fallen 16%, a good start.
In conclusion, we feel that every woman should have the right to marry someone of her own choice at an age-appropriate time and in a monogamous relationship. We believe that when this happens and the women of Pakistan are able to do this, the nation as a whole will benefit, and the rich traditions of the marriage and feast can continue within these more moral boundaries. Thank you so much for watching our presentation.